Hello guys, welcome back to Fresh Football. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different to what I normally do. I don't think I've done one of these videos before, but then again there's not many videos on the channel. Today I'm going to be taking a look at some transfer rumours, some transfer murmurs that I've seen recently. There'll be a few in the video, 4 or 5 maybe. We'll talk about them, and then I'll give a rating of whether I think it will or won't happen, or what I think about it, or I'll give an opinion as well. So that's that out of the way. Let's just get right into it. And the first rumour that I want to talk about is a 30-year-old centre back that plays in the Premier League. He's out of favour at his current club, and it's Dejan Lovren, who I saw linked with West Ham, and I thought, do you know what? Not a bad shout, West Ham, for Dejan. He knows the Premier League, and West Ham aren't the best defensively. That's why they're in a relegation fight. But I've also seen him linked with Arsenal and Tottenham, both North London clubs. I think for West Ham, it's not a bad signing. But Tottenham and Arsenal, I mean, I know he plays for Liverpool and they're top of the league, but he's not the reason for that. And I feel like for Tottenham and Arsenal, I'm going to give it an unlikely or completely made up rumour. And the likelihood of it happening, let's do it out of 5. Let's give it a 2 out of 5 for Tottenham and Arsenal. West Ham, I think I'm going to give West Ham a 3.5 out of 5 and slightly more realistic target for them. I think it's a good signing for West Ham, but just not Tottenham and Arsenal. Next up, we have what would be a free transfer in Willian. The 31-year-old Brazilian Chelsea winger is out of contract at the end of the season, and Chelsea and Willian were talking about contract negotiations. Money's not a problem. Personal terms in general aren't a problem, apart from one key factor, which is Willian wants a 3-year deal and Chelsea want to give him a 2-year deal. It's the way Chelsea work. I don't tend to give long-term contracts to players that are 30 plus. It's normally 1 year. The fact Willian's been offered 2 is quite good for Willian. But where would he go? Well, apparently he's said that he wants to stay in the Premier League, or he would favour a Premier League stay if he doesn't sign a new contract at Chelsea. I think he wants to stay, and there's still a bit of hope that he could stay. But apparently the Premier League could be his next option. And again, just like Dejan before, 2 of the top linked clubs to him are Arsenal and Tottenham. Do I see him going to Arsenal? Probably not. Do I see him going to Tottenham? No. I think maybe more a Man United, or I don't know. He could go anywhere. I mean, it's up to him. But apparently, the Premier League will be his next destination, regardless of it being Chelsea or not. If I hear anything else, or I hear anything more, I'll let you know. Now, this next rumour is not anything concrete or anything like that, but it's a quote that's been put out there by Harry Kane recently, which is, as much as he does love Spurs and he's a Spurs fan and he loves Tottenham, he wants to win things, and if he doesn't see that there's progression, he wouldn't not move to win something. And Harry Kane is one of them players that has to win something. He can't do a Matt Letizia and stay at Tottenham just because they're his boyhood club and not win anything. What's the point in being as good as Harry Kane and, like Paul Merson said, having 7 toilets in your house but not winning a trophy? I'd rather have trophies in my cabinet than just the Tottenham fans singing, "He's one of our own, he's one of our own, Harry Kane, he's one of our own." You want trophies, and let's be honest, that song will stick with him. If he signs for if he signs for United, Chelsea, Liverpool, they'll take that song, I think, even though it's not true. But once he's signed for you, he's one of you, isn't he? You know what I mean? But where would he go? I feel like he would only go to Liverpool, City, Madrid, Barcelona. And I think Barcelona will probably be the destination that he goes to. Madrid have got Luka Jovic, although they're apparently looking at selling him and offloading him, but that's a different topic. I think he'll leave England. I think he'll go to one of the big Spanish clubs. Barca need a striker to replace Suarez, and Madrid, they've got Benzema, old, and whether they keep Jovic or not, if they do, they might not look at Kane. But if they end up selling Jovic, then Kane also, I think Kane goes abroad. Next rumour is a Chelsea rumour, and it's that apparently they have open talks with Real Madrid for their out on loan fullback Achraf Hakimi. Frank Lampard wants to strengthen excuse me, his fullback options. Been linked with Alex Telles recently, Ben Chilwell reportedly 70-80 million. Alex Telles and Hakimi are rumoured to be a little bit less than that and around the same price as each other. Well, out of the two, Hakimi's a lot younger. He can play left and right. He can even play more advanced as a winger if needed to, Hakimi. He's having a great season for Dortmund. Chelsea need a left back. Frank's played Marcus Alonso. He's played Emerson and he's played Azpilicueta, all at left back this season. He's not happy with fullback, especially down that left side. I feel like this move could happen. There was a fee that I saw rumoured for it and I can't quite find it, but it was less than what you can get Chilwell for. So I feel like Frank might pursue that before Chilwell. I'll give this one a 3.75, a 4 out of 5 of happening. I think Lampard's going to prioritise some sort of fullback signing, and I feel like this is his main priority in Hakimi. So yeah, I'm going to give this one a 3.75 out of 5. And I think it would be a good move if it did happen. Alright, and now we have two linking stories here. The first one, we're going to talk about Liverpool and Philippe Coutinho. Liverpool have said that they have no desire or not looking at signing Philippe Coutinho when the Premier League starts again. They don't want him. They don't feel like they need him. Why go backwards when you can go forwards? Is the census there, I suppose you could say. And then, like I said, these are two linking stories, and the second story is a bit more far-fetched and out there for Philippe Coutinho, but I can see why the links come about. Now, the link is Coutinho to come back to the Premier League to join up with former manager Brendan Rodgers at Leicester City. Rodgers was the one that convinced Coutinho to go to from Inter Milan to Liverpool, and he signed for just $8.5 million back in 2013. But he's not going to. Bayern have said they're not going to exercise their right to sign him, I don't believe. And Barcelona don't want him. So where does he go? He knows Brendan Rodgers. He knows the Premier League. Leicester are currently sat third in the Premier League. They're looking good. They've got a lot of young, good players around them. They have won the league. And Brendan Rodgers has said that him and Coutinho recently have been exchanging nice text messages between each other. Brendan Rodgers has recently come out and said that he's a great young lad that's never had a moment's problem with him. He's a magical man to work with and a magical player to work with. He's known him since he was about 18. It's probably just paper talk. to write something because there's nothing else to write about with football at the minute, and it's been taken out of context. But do I see the signing happening? No, but only for one reason, and it's not that it's Leicester, and it's not that Coutinho don't want the move. Money, I feel like, is the biggest problem here. I don't see Leicester having the funds or being able to get the funds to go out and make the Coutinho deal happen. So I'm going to give this one 2 ratings. I'm going to give this one a likelihood of, financially wise, of 1.5 out of 5. But then if Leicester had the money, I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5. Money is the biggest problem here, unfortunately. And another Chelsea transfer story here is a goalkeeper situation. Kepa and Frank Lampard's situation seems to be a little bit at loggerheads. Frank apparently, reportedly, isn't 100% convinced on Kepa. Whether that's because of the antics with Sarri before, whether it's a training ground problem, whether it's just general ability, I don't know. But he dropped him for Willy Caballero. Willy Caballero came in for a little bit. He then brought Kepa back in against Liverpool, and Kepa probably had his best game of the season actually against Liverpool. Kepa's one of them keepers for me that he's really good on his day, but he's not consistent enough, and he makes rash decisions. I know he's still kind of young, but he should be more consistent than what he is right now, I believe. Now, the player that's tipped or reportedly going to replace Kepa at Chelsea, and this is according to Tuttosport, is Gianluigi Donnarumma. Apparently, Chelsea are willing to offer Kepa and 54 million for Donnarumma. Well, Chelsea paid 71 million pound for Kepa 2 years ago now. You know, which takes that deal to 125 million pound for a goalkeeper. I mean, don't get me wrong, Donnarumma's 21 years old. He's made over 150 appearances for AC Milan. He's been the number 1 there since he was about 17. I feel like maybe giving them 54 million, loaning them Kepa, and then giving them the option to buy Kepa for, even if it was, 30, 40 million. But I don't think that deal will happen. Do I think Chelsea will sign a goalkeeper? Yes. Do I think they will spend that big after signing of Kepa? No. Do I think it will be Donnarumma? Maybe. Maybe not this exact deal. I'll give this deal a 3 out of 5, 2.5 out of 5, 3 out of 5. That sort of middle range. I've seen Chelsea link with a lot of goalkeepers. Onana probably be the goalkeeper that I would bring in. I think Onana is one of the best goalkeepers out there at the minute. Him and Donnarumma, they're the two best young goalkeepers out there. I've given it a rating. I'll give Onana a rating as well because he's linked to Chelsea. I'll give Onana a 3.5 out of 5. I feel like he's more likely than Donnarumma. Thank you very much for watching, guys. These have been some recent rumours that I've seen. I think I covered about 6 or 7 in the end. Thanks for watching. If you've seen any rumours, drop them in the comments. Leave a like. Hit subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye.